Hello everybody. Today we're going to see how I draw Snuggs. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpie. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. There will even be one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. So I already know where I want to go with this. I just got to get us there. So just bear with me. I had to do it. I'm hilarious. All right. So it's going to be kind of a crazy little pose. Kind of a, I don't know. Ragsy's a little kind of a crazy looking character. So I think I'm going for more of a crazy looking pose, so gonna be kind of stepping with one foot out, kind of leaning on this one, and kind of a whimsical, crazy little style, and so I just gotta get it in that pose. So let me ask you a question. I know it's not important, but I'm just curious, is this a guy or a girl? And like I said, it's not important, we're just drawing, no big deal. The only reason I ask is because Cuddle Team Leader's a girl, right? I can't tell with this one. I think it's a guy, just because he's got such big shoulders. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, like I said, it's not that important. It's not important at all, I didn't know. And thought I would ask, see if any of you guys know. But again, not that important. Okay, so yeah, that'll work. Okay, so that's got to come down. That's got to come over here like this. And draw that in. Something like that. A little long. It's a little longer than I thought. Longer than I hoped. So let's erase it. Normally I say, it's okay, we'll make it work. We're early enough into this that let's erase it. If I'm not happy with it, let's not force ourselves to draw something we don't want to. There we go. That's a little shorter, a little better. Okay. All right, how's yours coming out? Are you drawing? Are you sketching? Are you just waiting for me? Either way is fine. I'm just happy to be drawing. It's always a good day when you can draw, right? All right, not too bad. Again, it seems a little long though. I think I drew the body a little longer than I should have, so I'm going to try to compensate for that. Let's see if I can make this work. Recalibrate is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to try to recalibrate the drawing to make it work for the length that I have the body. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right. Okay, so let's see. How do I want to do the arms? Arms, I'm just going to stick straight out. Crazy pose, A little sticking them out like, look at me, I'm crazy. And maybe I'm assuming too much. There's no reason for him to be crazy. But I mean, look at the costume, look at the mask, or the helmet, whatever you want to call it. That's pretty crazy. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just an old man. It's like that's not crazy. I've seen crazier, But my old man looking at it is like, that's crazy. You need to get to school. You need to, where's your mom? You need to figure stuff out for yourself. Okay. Let's see. Let's just stick this other one out too. Just, why not? I kind of see Ragsy as kind of a weirdo. Why not? It's my drawing. I can decide. I didn't create the character, but I can give it a backstory, have some fun with it. right. Okay, I think that's good for the body. Let me put a few more details on before I move to the head. I just got to get all this right and get that little bow tie in there. And what are these, like these little gas grenades on the side? Okay, nothing over here. Nothing up my sleeve. Presto. It's a little Rocky Bullwinkle joke. Okay, so let me look at this head. So you can see the neck and draw the old crazy head. And I want it kind of over this way a little bit. Okay. Draw one eye in there, kind of crazy. The other one, I got to draw and then I could draw the tape over. Because I want to make sure that it's, you know, there's a little bit of a hole you can see, you know. Okay, let's see, let me zoom in on that face a little bit. Okay, so yeah, I'm right. I was gonna say is that it looks to me like the mouth is sewn shut. Does that look right? Okay, and then that's gonna be straight across and over like that. Okay, I think I'm good to go. I think I'm ready. I'm just gonna, yeah, okay, so I'm gonna erase some of these thicker lines just because it's such a sketchy sketch that I only want the confident lines, not the multiple sketch lines where I was trying to guess at trying to get the pencil lines in the right position, but not erase everything. I want a little bit of a ghost of an image. Sometimes I make a ghost with my special computer, but this time I'm using my pencils. All right, I think that's good enough. And also I do this so the pencil lines don't stand out. I want the Sharpie to stand out, not the pencil lines. That's perfect for me. I'm ready to go with that. So let's welcome everybody that skipped over to the Sharpie section. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen for some tiny details and fine lines that the fine point can't quite find. Finally? I don't know. I'm trying to be silly. Okay, so I'm going to do the face first with the fine detail, and then we'll build out from there. So I'm going to do, and I've already sketched the entire thing out, so every single line I'm putting down right now is strategically planned. I'm not just floating stuff, okay? So I'm going to start off with the eye first, and it's kind of a, you know, the bear shagginess to it. So I'm going to draw another layer inside like that, and then I can draw the eyeball like this. I'm going to thicken that up just a little bit, even though I'm going to color that in with, that's going to be black. I'm still just going to kind of give it some fun for the black and white part of this, okay? So now I'm going to draw the nose. And is that a heart, an upside down heart? That's what it looks like to me, but I don't know. So let's draw the bandage now. And I'm going to draw the eye underneath it too. So I just wanted to draw this part of the bandage. And then I'll come back and I'll cover, or I'll draw the part of the eye that it covered up. Because that's there, it's just over it. Or the tape's over it, you know. All right, and it's gonna be blackened in anyway, so. Okay, so I'm gonna do the tongue and then the sewn up part for the mouth. Like this. And then before I draw the rest of the mouth going across, I'm gonna draw the stitches like this. And I wanted to do it like this so they'll stand out. I'm not just drawing lines, I'm drawing them with layers. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Thickness. Like that, so you can see it, you know. All right, so now I'm gonna kind of draw a line through for the mouth where it's sewn shut like that. All right, so that might be it for the head. I guess I can draw like the muzzle, but I kind of want to do that with color. Let's do it. Let's just draw a quick muzzle. Just something like that, just to kind of show that there's a muzzle there, you know? And the muzzle is the front part, like the, you know, there, that makes sense, right? What a muzzle is, like the whole mouth of a dog or an animal that protrudes out from the head. That's basically what it is. Okay, so let's draw all the rest of it now. So I'm gonna draw the head with a little bit of a fuzz to it because it's furry. I'm gonna draw the bottom of it like this, which is going straight across because it's like, you know, a head that goes on. And so I'm gonna draw chunks or rattiness like that, because I want it to look like it's not fur, but you know, I don't want it to look flat, basically is what I'm trying to say. So it's okay if it comes out a little chunky like that. I over exaggerated. I made mine a little fatter or chunkier than it really is. And we're taking a little piece out of the ear like that. Come back around, do some more like this. Same thing over here. Something like that. And we'll take the small Sharpie and we'll accent the inside of the ear like that with the small Sharpie. All right, I love that sound. Okay, so now I can draw the rest of the body. So, let me zoom out on a picture. I'm looking at a store picture. I don't have a picture in this pose. I made it in this pose, but I am looking at when you buy it in the store when it's just standing there posed. So I can at least get the detail, you know? So, now I'm gonna draw the bow tie. Like this. And I'll go ahead and add a little bit of detail with the lines like that. Just I like that thick, thin contrast, you know? And draw the shirt come down like this. And now I'm gonna draw like the chest piece, I guess is what it is. Let's see how I can do this. So I'm gonna do the shoulders like this. Kind of at the same time, I want to see if I can get it looking right. Draw this over like that. And then come down. Same thing, gonna go over again. Right, and then we're gonna do that last one. Kind of like this. All right, now I can build on it. Now I can draw the rest of it. Okay, and this does have, let's see if we can do this. It's got like this, what do you call it? Like those little plastic clips that are holding it together. Basically, that's what I was trying to do, like that. Okay, there's paint on there, but we're gonna worry about that with color. Let's see, there is, looks like a line. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a suit. I don't know if it's a zipper, but that's in the middle, so we're putting it in there, okay? So now I'm gonna draw the sides that are going off, wrapped around to the rib cage, I guess. Like that. And this one, let's see, I want to draw the canisters before I go too far, because I don't want to draw over them. Does that make sense? Okay, so for this edge, this is over that. So that's why I wanted to draw that first, so I can draw it over this. All right, perfect. Well, not perfect, but I'm very happy with it, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not so arrogant to say, oh, my stuff is perfect. Look at me. Look at me. I don't know why I'm talking like this now. But I'm going to draw the bandage stuff that's over it, like that. And it does have a couple like segments on this top part. This one was a bandage. This one is segments. All right, so now let's draw the arms. And so I just got basically the arms just kind of going out like that. I've kind of already determined that Ragsy's a weirdo. So he's just kind of like, yeah, look at me, woo, you know. So I've just got him in kind of a strange pose, just kind of sticking his arms out like he's ready for anything. All right, so those, I'm sorry, were creases in the material. They kind of fell back there and got kind of messy. So that's all I wanted to explain what that was real fast. So now I'm just gonna draw the rest of his arm over, and I'm drawing some bumps for material to the forearm. I'm gonna close it off like that because his sleeves are pushed up. Same thing, just gonna do some bumps to the elbow like that. And again, just drawing some creases on the material just because it's all bent over and stressed out. And I'm gonna draw over to his gloves. There's his wrist. So I'm gonna draw the forearm like that. And then I'm gonna draw the gloves. And I've got just his hand, just pretty much doing that, you know, kind of a, like I said, look at me, I'm Ragsy, I'm crazy. Okay, and I'm drawing his fingers just kind of splayed out. And again, I've already sketched it, so that's why I know where I'm going with this, or where I'm putting them. Okay, and so I like to come back and draw. Sometimes I go too crazy with this. I like to draw like hand lines, palm print lines, you know, even though he's got gloves on, so, you know, we can get away with drawing more because there's more stress in the gloves, you know, they get used a bit. Okay, and I gave him, he's got fingerless gloves, so I just did those edges right there. All right, so let's do this other arm. So same thing, I'm just gonna stick it out, draw some creases and folds for the shirt, the way I have it all bent up, all bunged up is what I like to say. Okay, so again, I'm going to draw some stress lines for the clothing. And sometimes I go too far. Sometimes I draw too many. But you know what? This is how I draw. You draw. Oh, I see what that is now. I see what it is. Okay, so I see what that is now. That's the zipper. That's going to come down here into the rest of his outfit. Although there they have it black. Here it's pink. So I think they messed up. But that's okay. This is how I draw. You draw, you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. So back to what I was saying. Sorry I got too excited there. I'm going to draw his wrist. So I'm going to draw his forearm to his wrist. Like that. Now I'm going to draw his glove pretty much like that, just kind of sticking out, you know? Same thing, just fingers splayed out. And I like to draw the pinky a little further. The pinky out is a little crazier. You know, this is something, but you stick it out, that's crazy. That's crazy. And so I like to do little stuff like that. Oops, I see a line I didn't connect. Just to, you know, make it come alive. Just to do something a little different. All right, so like I said, I usually go crazy with the hand lines. I need to stop and walk away. Walking away. All right, so now we're gonna draw the rest of his suit. And so I'm gonna draw his belt. Let's see, I'm gonna kind of position it like this. And then I'm gonna draw, and I'm, like I said, I know it seems like it's just floating, but I'm going by my sketch, so I know what I'm doing as far as placement. Don't know what I'm doing in life, but I know what I'm doing in my drawing. Okay, so I'm just gonna go here and here. Because he's kind of bent, I'm going to do something like that to kind of bend the material. See, stressed, crunched, or lengthened, crunched. All right, so I'm gonna draw the zipper, but I'm not gonna draw that pink part because I want to do that with color. So I'll go ahead and do the zipper like I did here. I'm gonna come down and do like this. And again, because I'll let color take care of the other parts. So now we're just going to draw the legs, and he does have strange belts Don't know why, but they're there. So there's these two belts that are on the legs. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw it in now. Again, kind of following my sketch. So I'm not just randomly doing something. And I'm going to also come in with a small Sharpie, just because I want to draw that buckle, okay? And same thing over here. And the reason I just call them random belts is because they're not really holding on to anything. They're just belts. I guess they're belting up his legs? I don't know. Let's see. I think I've got the buckle on the wrong, or the little notch on the wrong spot, but that's okay. I think they're supposed to be on the inside. I can't tell. Yeah, they are. Oh well. That is okay. Because you know my favorite saying, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. We'll meet somewhere in between. Okay, so now he also has like this padding on the front of the leg. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let color take care of that. But I will do it with a small Sharpie. So let's do this. So I'm going to draw his leg like that. Pull this one down and tucked in. So here, let's see, his crotch is about, let's see, it's going to be like this. Crotch is going to be right about there. And what I'm going to do is also draw some stress lines because of the way he's bent over here. Does that make sense? The crotch is usually where you get a lot of stress lines because you've got a lot of bends, a lot of stress on your clothing right there. You know, knees to elbows, they got a lot there. Anywhere there's a joint, basically. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the leg, going to bump it just a hair, just for that little thing I was talking about, that little front piece. Same thing there. I'm going to come down to where it goes into his sock, I guess, is what that is. Something like that. I flare it out just a little bit and come back in and touch it right there. So here for the knee, I'm going to do that, and that's what I was talking about. That little, there's one in the front here too. It's like a little padding is what it is. Oops. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I go outside my own drawing a little bit too much. All right. So again, see, just adding a little bit of stress lines. Just kind of make it your own, you know? I'm going to do that every time because I love that noise. Okay, so here for the shoe, I'm going to draw it from the ankle first because I want to flare it out like that. And I just wanted to do that first so I know where I was going to go with this, okay? And I'm going to do the same thing here, kind of flare it out. We'll go ahead and draw that up. Going to come down here to the ankle. Going to come down to the toe. Something like that. And it looks like, it's hard to see, it's all super dark. It looks like it's got like straps all the way across. So I'm just going to kind of do something like this. Yeah. There we go. All right, one more leg. We're almost there. So here, it's anatomy basically, and with material on it. So we're not going to stress it like that because it's going to be floating in the middle. I'm just going to draw the cloth. Okay. All right, so I'm going to continue that line like that, just to stress that the material is there and being pushed, you know. There you go. Ooh, that's starting to double for some reason. I don't know why I did that. All right, sometimes I like to draw the knee like that just to kind of, you know, give it some flair, give it some style. Okay, so I'm going to draw a little bit of a flare out like that. Not much, but it is still there. And the foot's basically straight at you. So all we got to do is kind of come down and do one of these. Okay? I know it looks like a nub, but if you start to like play with it, start to Draw lines like this. You kind of, what's the word? You make it look like it's going over, you know, like it's got some curve to it, you know? Okay, so you know what, that's good, that's good. Let's just stop there before we get too crazy. So I say we take care of the rest with color. I'm super happy with mine. I hope yours came out awesome. That is Snuggs. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.